The island of Soda was still trying to recover from the huge accident. It's gonna take a pretty long time to clear up this accident, said the top of that. And now there's another one that needs to get cleaned up sooner rather than later. Mavis, meanwhile, was assigned to take all of the broken engines away. Let's take you guys to the docks, she said. With pleasure, they said. There was a lot of damaged engines. Meanwhile, a big gust of wind came and blew Spencer down. He was going so fast he coupled up to the train. But Mavis didn't even realize it. Here we are, she said, at the docks. Now we can just get you guys loaded onto cars. But unfortunately, with all the engines pushing her, it was a lot of work. Uh-oh, she said, uh-oh. And Mavis crashed right into it. Whoa, she said. The other engines stayed on the track. Mavis then started rolling in a field. Whoa, she said. Thank you, Mavis. Butch, said Mavis. You're welcome. Except now you're on the other side of the island. I am? Yeah. Oh, okay, said Mavis. Here, Pussy, you go ahead. I'll just go behind you. And that's what Mavis did. So something happened while I was talking with Hero when Mavis showed up. Mavis, are all the engines at the docks? Yes, sir, said Mavis, although I kind of crashed into them. How, said the top hat, you're right here. Well, said Mavis, I kind of hit them, and... said the top hat. You know what, Mavis, that's okay. I'm not mad at you. Thank you, she said. Thank you, Sir Top Hat. You're welcome. You did a very good job. Thank you very much, sir. You're welcome, Mavis. You are a very useful diesel. Thank you, sir, she said, and Mavis puffed away. As Mavis was puffing along, she didn't even realize the bridge was out. She went over and then fell right on Freddy. Said Freddy. She luckily landed right on Freddy. Just then Westy came and hit them. Ow, said Mavis. She landed on her roof and hit some trees. Sorry, I just have to get to the station. But the track was bumpy and Westy just came off the rails. Oh man, said Westy. Meanwhile, Charlie then came over the hill. Wee, ow, he said. Ow. Oh boy, said Scruff, let me help you. Whoa, whoa. He tried to help, but then he somehow landed on the narrow gauge track. Whoa, said Scruff. Whoa. He rattled along the narrow gauge tracks. Scruff rattled along the narrow gauge tracks, then eventually just tipped off. Ow, he said. I guess I'm not a good narrow gauge engine. No, you're not, said Bill, hitting Scruff. Whoa, said Scruff. He took out the bridge. Ow! And then it was bad luck. If this day didn't seem bad enough, it could get worse. Duke then came flying along the mill and hit it really hard. Ow, my head, he said. His mill then came and packages spilled out everywhere. Oh man. Look what you did, said Ben. He came around and hit the accident. The bridge came up and then it came down and hit Ben. Ow, said Ben. He landed in the muddy field. It was still soaked from the cracked aquarium cars. Oh dear, said Ben. We are just clearing one accident after the next, said Bill. This needs to stop, and he quickly rushed away to go find someone to help. Oh man, said Ben. This is such a bad day. Meanwhile, the bad day got worse. Gordon's one told me the bridge doesn't look safe. I don't care, said Gordon. The island of Solo's in chaos, and I need to get going. I can't wait for this. Gordon then flew down the hill. Whoa, he said. Ow! He landed and he splashed into the sea. Screamed Gordon. Frida then came around and tried to help. She accidentally, though, hit the coaches and they derailed. She screamed. And she fell into the water, too. Hey, Gordon, I'm in here, too, said Nia. Oh, man, said Gordon. Oh, my gosh. Just then Toby came rushing around. I'm coming, he said. Gordon, are you guys okay? Toby, why are you even looking out for us? Said Gordon. I don't know. Just then the day was getting badder and badder. Tom then came around and hit Toby. Whoa, said Toby. He flew off off too. And Tom landed on him. I'm safe, he said. I'm safe. I just need a crane to help. Oh no, said Toby from in the water. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna become... Oh, said Toby. I'm gonna get bad. Help, help. The horrible day kept on getting horrible and horrible. More engines kept coming. Engines kept getting bad luck. Bother, said Flora. Unfortunately, it was an unlucky day for many engines. Percy was coming along too. Whoa, said Annie and Clarabelle. Watch out, Percy! Percy, said Tom. What, said Percy? This isn't broken. Ah! Percy came over the bridge and it was breaking. And unfortunately, Hero was next, as he came flying along after Percy. Oh dear, said Hero. Hero! Turn around, said the engines. Is everything okay? Said Hero. No, it isn't, turn around. Just then Whiff came behind and hit Hero. Whoa, said Hero. He came down and crashed in. I'm so sorry, said Whiff, I'll help. He came around and pulled away the cars. But as Whiff was backing up, Duck was coming on the bridge. Oh my gosh, said Whiff. Whoa! He hit Duck right off and he was dangling. Ah, he said. Ah! He and the milk train came flying off the rails and the mail car was abandoned. Hank then arrived with Sir Topham Hatt. But just then, he hit the mail car. Oh dear, he said. Ah! Sir Topham Hatt stepped out of Hank. Oh boy, said Sir Topham Hatt. Oh my gosh. Just then they heard a whistle. Just then everyone heard a familiar diesel horn. That's Diesel, said the engines. Diesel, stop! Diesel, stop! But Diesel wasn't in the mood to stop. He came along and hit Sir Topham Hatt. This is revenge, he said. This is revenge. He hit Sir Topham Hatt. Then he started to back up and hit Sir Topham Hatt. Ow! Said Sir Topham Hatt. He landed on the other track. Goodbye, Hank, said Diesel. Came along and hit Hank. That didn't make him fall off. You're almost off, Hank, said Diesel. Oh, stop, said Hank. But then the whole bridge started to break with Diesel on it. Ah, he said, boss! Just then the evil Diesel, the claw came around. It was Diesel 10. Hello, Sir Topham Hatt. Boss, said Diesel, please help. Oh my gosh, said Gordon. This accident, said Hero. There was a huge pileup, and this was the main line. Oh man, said Diesel. The accident was horrible, and so many engines and coaches were damaged. What are we supposed to do, said Hero. I guess just wait for now, said Toby. Hopefully someone can get us out, said Percy. I'm really squished under Hank. I'm sorry, said Hank. I'm also holding so many other engines. It was a disaster. Diesel 10 then started to confront Sir Topham Hatt. So, he said, I hear, Sir Topham Hatt, that you're having a pretty bad day with your railway. As I can see up ahead, there are many accidents. Yes, said Sir Topham Hatt. You're right, Diesel 10, but how did you get here? Oh, well, I came to the Magic Buffers, of course. Help, said Sir Topham Hatt. Help me, someone! Soon, but luckily for Sir Topham Hatt, help was on the way. Molly then came racing around. Don't worry, she said. I'm here, hop in, Sir Topham Hatt. Sir Topham Hatt stumbled aboard. You go away, Diesel 10, said Molly. Never, said Diesel 10. He hit Molly. Ouch, she said. She came at Diesel 10 and stopped. Then started to slowly back away. Diesel 10 then came and hit her. Ow, said Molly. Two engines were in a shoving match. The Topham Hatt leaped out. Leave her alone, Diesel 10. Diesel 10 then backed up. Molly then quickly rushed down the other way. Diesel 10 got in front. You're stuck now. Molly then came dangerously back. She then came and hit Diesel 10. Whoa, he said, and he landed into the sea. I don't think we'll be hearing from you anytime soon. Ah, said Diesel 10, I'm sinking! And he started to float away. Yeah, Molly, said the top hat. Great job. He climbed in Molly, and then the two engines went back to the sheds. Let's just call this a day, said the top hat. And Molly couldn't agree more. The end.